Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Friday Night Bricks. We are on episode 161. Obviously, not much going on these days. Obviously, we got Lego Masters. Obviously, we've seen the first week of the U.S. season 2. Saw a bunch of MOTO on the show, which is cool. It's good to see him on there. We'll see how far he goes. It's a good episode. I mean, it's a good show. I mean, obviously, got more teams this time around, so not seeing as much of the builds as you might like to, but that's kind of how it goes. I mean, they got to show it off a little bit and whatnot. So tonight, I guess I'm not sure what I'll totally be doing. I did pick up another Speed Champions, one of these guys. So I picked up this one. They're starting to hit the old ones are starting to hit 16. So I'll see what this one's like. I got this one. I did just stumble upon one of my sets that was open, kind of in storage. One of the old superhero ones. Might build that one. I do have the Chima, and then I do have 2 Winter Village sets, the post office and the original Winter Toy Shop that I might build. I mean, obviously they're just bagged, so I mean, I don't know if I already built them once or if I don't know. So I mean, they're just in a giant Ziploc bag, so I don't remember what happened with them or whatnot. So might have built them once, but they're kind of in my backlog, so they'll probably get built tonight. So if I start with this, not sure who will show up. I just came from Tasman streams, so I know he's over there streaming with Lumberjack and a few other people. I guess I don't need that for this. This will just pop open like this. So we'll see who pops in here tonight. Actually, since I have nobody in here with me, I will play some music. Just I got something going on in the background. I'll just check all the full versions of these guys. So no backlog busters this week. None of the showing, sorting, or storing. Basically, I haven't really done much in my storage lately. Kind of been I don't know. Obviously, it's warmer now, so it's not cold, but I haven't really been doing much out there, so I need to kind of get out there and do a little bit. I need to get the instructions done. I need to get the CMF sorted, so I got a little bit of everything that needs to kind of get done. So we'll see how this one goes. Hey, Hoosier, how's it going, buddy? So, I mean, what the wild thing is I did go to look. Obviously, I'm a big bricks and pieces guy. I do like a lot of the bricks and stuff. Come on, instructions. And so I did go out and look, and of course, these pieces for the Speed Champions currently are only in the cars. You can't get them on bricks and pieces, which kind of sucks because I was thinking I'd maybe buy a couple of these and make some, cars. So any of these I build, I might have to take apart if I want to use the car base in it. So we'll see. So how's Hoosier tonight? How's everything going? So we'll see. We'll see what this car's like. Obviously, it's nice to have stuff in the city. I'm gonna have to build a city at some point. Hey, Jude. It's kind of those things. I mean, I got enough stuff. I better have a city of some kind. So I did actually stumble upon the old cardboard road plates that came before the current brick built ones that came out. Was it last year, the year before? So those, hey, Triple D. Honey, and so I might actually have to look at those too and see how those work. I mean, obviously, I'm going to need to check road plates and see anything that's got, see how well these 8-wide cars will work. So, because I like the 8-wide. I like 2 people sitting side by side. I like that realistic type setting. So we'll see here. So we got, but we'll see who pops in this week. But other than that, yep. So. Not much really going on. I do have a vacation planned here in a couple weeks because Brick World would normally be happening in a couple weeks. So I do have my vacation planned. I might have to do some cloth stuff that week, I'm thinking. So I'll have to obviously be doing some stuff on the house around here. But might do a bunch of cloth stuff, building with cloth. I mean, I've got a ton of stuff out in storage, so I probably should be. That might be a little loud now. So So I'll probably be doing some of that stuff. So definitely need to have You get some of that Clough stuff done. Yeah, I mean, all the cars are kind of. I mean, they're all kind of, you know, small builds. I mean, I did build this one the other night on Hoosier stream. I do like this one. I did kind of notice that because it does have a lot of cargo space in the back here. So I mean, this car might be kind of cool to use for something on the layout. It does have enough headroom too, so that my my sig fig, Mr. You know, Reed Badger can sit in there. So I mean that's kind of a neat car. I might have to try and hunt for parts on a couple of these to maybe do it out of purple, perhaps. Maybe I'll have to look and see if I have that ability to find some of those parts. So we'll kind of see on that. Might have some of the parts, but we'll see. And of course, I was, as everybody would laugh, I was crafting before I came in here. So did build a. I mean, I haven't done much crafting on here in terms of on here lately, but I did build a fort recently in Minecraft. So I built like a Western fort, kind of a little bit based like Fort Defiance in Wisconsin here, which I will have to be building out of Lego at some point. That is one of the goals, to build that at some point. So other than that, not much going on. Well, these are small, so if I can't finish this in a stream, I'm in trouble anyways. So there's a car. There's only how many pieces in this sucker? Maybe a couple hundred, 300. You know, I mean, when we worked at Lego, parents always asked how long should it take. I mean, the build, the times we went off of was based 400 pieces an hour is the general average. If there's lots of Technic, it could be a little higher than that, but I did that wrong. Generally, it's 400 pieces an hour should be the pace. So. Obviously, if you're streaming and all kinds of stuff like that, everything will take away from your time because you're supposed to be watching the chat too. I mean, that's why like when Mr. Hinkle streams on his Friday mornings, he's got usually somebody watching the chat too. That way it's kind of helpful. So did do a parts order recently too from Bricks and Pieces. Did order some of the raccoons that are coming out in one of the new animal sets. I think the one with the raccoon is one of the Friends sets. I'd order a few of those. I think I looked at the big city set that had the other animal stuff, and none of that stuff was available, so wasn't really a question of whether I could get any of those. So, I mean, which is kind of cool since we probably won't see those for a while. I mean, if anybody definitely sees the new Speed Champions anywhere other than a Lego store, let me know. I mean, I want those. Actually, I should have placed the order with those, and then I didn't because I was thinking, oh, well, if Lego's got them here in the U.S., maybe that's something that actually is getting released here. You know, got released June 1st, so maybe I'll see it somewhere around. I haven't looked really hard yet, so I'll have to go look and see. Long day today too. Had to try and do all my work so I wouldn't have to work tomorrow, and as far as I know, I don't have to. So other than that, not much else going on tonight. So just some building. I'm gonna just have some fun, build some vehicles, build some stuff. Did bring in the used sets, the towing garage and stuff. I brought that in just in case I wanted to maybe compare and see if all that stuff was there. I think I have the instructions here somewhere floating around. I think I brought those in last week or the week before. So other than that, I mean, what did everybody think of that first episode of Lego Masters? Everybody, kind of happy to see it back. I guess we'll see. I mean, I guess in terms of teams, I mean, obviously, like you already saw at the beginning, nobody got eliminated the first episode, but you did see a couple teams that looked, like they maybe had weeks, which is kind of wild when we talk about like their weak building stuff, especially when it comes to like the motorized stuff. I mean, after seeing season 1 and how a couple of the top teams were using lots of the mechanical stuff. I mean, you'd think you would work on that a little bit. Now, me, I don't build a lot of Technic stuff. I do build boats for Brickworld Chicago. So I think I've missed a couple years because of the castle major renovations, but I think I did boat races 3, 4, 5 years. I mean, obviously we've had 2 Chicagos where there hasn't been. 2022, I think, will be my 10th year, technically. I mean, obviously last year and this year last year I've done virtual shows for Brickworld Chicago and virtual shows for Brickworld. This year, I think we're doing a Brickworld Wisconsin coming up in October. So I won't have a big lapse of too much Brickworlds, but that stuff is kind of where you can learn how to do stuff. And the nice thing is for anybody who knows, generally the paddle boats at Brickworld are the fastest. Unfortunately, Lego does not make really good propellers from the water. And so it's kind of one of those things where that's the kicker too, is there's I lost my train of thought, but for those kind of things you'll build paddle boats. I mean, they're quick. We did have one of the guys in Denver did have his propeller boat won 1 year, and that was because a lot of the really good paddle builders were not at the show that year. Some stuff going on. So he won, but in the end, paddle boats are a lot faster. Most people just, I think the last couple of years I've seen the really fast ones. I mean, they just have one single hull. So one single hull, and it's just, paddle, and the boat's like, the water's here, and the half the boat's in the water. I mean, it's, it's flying through the water. So definitely a place to practice learning how to do motor stuff, because those are just circle stuff. Yeah, and see, I mean, the thing is, obviously the goal is it's TV, and so they want the drama for the, for the shows. Reality TV, it needs the drama. So I know we've talked in the streams and stuff about maybe it'd be almost cool if they had an extra like YouTube channel where they talk about some of the builds and stuff like that, because obviously they're going around and they're videotaping a lot of this. I mean, in the end, they could probably, most builders probably could remember what they were doing for that build. They could probably, later on say, oh yeah, I was doing it because of this, or for this, or to give this kind of effect and stuff like that. So that would be kind of cool. You're right. That would add an element. If nothing else, make it a paid YouTube channel or something, to see that stuff. I mean, some people might buy into that. I mean, if you get to learn a lot of stuff, it'd be kind of cool. So, but yeah, it's shocking to see after the season 1 with a lot of the motor stuff that there were still a couple teams that were really struggling with motor. And the wild thing is the wheels. Now, I don't know how many motors they get. So with the wheels, if they had a motor for each wheel, it's just a matter of just getting it to go. If they only had a couple motors, it's still basic gearing to get it to. The worst case, you'd have it geared so both back wheels would be spinning. They wouldn't be spinning the same direction. I know I played with that a little bit on the paddle boats. You gotta tweak the way it sets up. So yeah, and that's one of those things where, hey, Nerd Brick, how's it going? So it's one of those things where maybe in the U.S. it's just all about drama. I don't know. In the end, it's a show, and so maybe I guess it comes down to feedback and what everybody says and what everybody when people talk about it, I guess, to find out what they'll say about it. But I mean, in the end, the builders and the AFOLs are definitely the ones that want to see the builds. You know, I'm not sure the general public, as a wise man, Mr. Hinkle once said, it's generally not. They're gearing it towards people other than the adult fan of Lego. So you just, you know, unfortunately, it's kind of the way the ball bounces sometimes. So, but I don't know if I'm gonna put the pinstriping on this sucker. We're gonna leave it the way it is for now. We'll just kind of see. I can always go back and we can go back and add it later. So, other than that, yeah, I thought it's still a pretty decent show. It's nice, you know. Obviously, like you said, we know Moto from seeing him on the stream here. Nice to see him on there. Obviously, it seemed like their build kind of actually with the robot head seemed to struggle a little bit. I mean, if he comes on tonight, we can ask him about that and just see, you know, in terms of maybe, you know, maybe where the issues he thought he was. I mean, I know he uses, maybe he doesn't use as much motors in his stuff. I know he has he's building a lot of wild and really cool things, but maybe he doesn't have as many motors and stuff in his stuff. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe he'll pop on. I'm not sure. So, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing is with what we've seen in previous episodes, it would be kind of wild to, it's sad to see there's a lot of people that still are struggling with, you know, motors and stuff. I mean, obviously they're not super easy to use, but that'd be, I mean, to me, anybody who's going to try out for future episodes, that's definitely something I would say you probably want to work on. Just, you know, work on motor stuff and everything else for season 3, season 4. I mean, work on that a little bit because, like, you can hear Amy and Jamie talking about, like, we want to see story, we want to see movement, and so I mean, even with some of the challenges where you're maybe not going to have it move. If it has movement, it kind of helps because it draws your attention in. So that'd be something definitely if you're trying out for the next season is to be definitely as you're doing stuff, maybe practicing working with motors and stuff. Now, obviously with the way they've been going through stuff, I'm still a power functions guy. Actually, I started 9-volt power functions. I kind of had to go to for boats, but yeah, I mean, and the thing is, so what's wild is, I mean, Moto has, you know, in DENLUG, I mean, there's Tanya and Jeremy and OC who are all big Technic guys. So, I mean, anybody, you know, I mean, definitely those would be people in the Denver area to look into from the DENLUG group if you're looking into motor stuff, because Jeremy's obviously one of the best, but he's got Tanya out there who's good. And then OC is really good too. And OC's really young too. So, I mean, it'd be nice to see, you know, some of those. I mean, and I don't know who else in Colorado tried out for the show. So, I mean, I'd do it, but there's just not enough clear plates to build with. So, and I don't think I'm that good. Yeah. I mean, to me, I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Yeah. Cause like he said, I think he said he met that person during the process. So it's one of those things where each builder always has their strengths and weaknesses. You know, I mean, I don't even know I don't know if I have any strengths. I mean, obviously I built, I mean, and I had a big break between my my dark gauges were about good probably almost 20 years. So computers pulled me out. Computers pulled me away from Lego. So, but yeah, I mean, the motor stuff I could do. I've done it. I mean, the gearing would just be something I'd have to start up my engine in my brain and try to figure out, you know, where I need to go with it and whatnot. But let's see, where is this? Okay, so, but yeah, definitely that definitely, you know, definitely always helps to have, you know, partners that, you know, are strong in certain areas and whatnot that can kind of feed off of other stuff. So I'm guessing steering wheel needs to go here. I like how they did that. I like how they took a different angle to show the car. And definitely, like, it sounds like, I mean, it definitely sounds like, you know, everybody's builders, you know, they're all in, you know, all builders. Now, I mean, like, obviously, like we've gone over, I mean, I've only, you know, obviously I know MOTO. I don't think I've seen anybody else from the show anywhere in any of the places I've been to. And if I have, I didn't see them enough. Yeah, I mean, that's good. Yeah, you know, Technic's good. I mean, that, or what I would recommend too is if you're somebody who goes to the Lego conventions, is to get out of your comfort zone, is look at some of the different activities. I know at Brickworld Chicago they do sumo bots, they do pullback racers, they do boat races. So they do a lot of stuff that's really into that technical type stuff. Definitely something to probably look at or mess with. If you're looking for, you know, to get into that stuff, because that's gonna be something where you're gonna actually go up against people, and then you get to pick their brains afterwards and say, oh, you know, wow, that was really quick. I mean, you know, how'd you make it quick? Generally, most people are pretty quick to share, you know, strategies and stuff, just because, you know, everybody wants to have good competition. So definitely fun stuff. So. I actually do need to finish my boat. I mean, the new sailboat this last year, the year before, had those new pontoon hulls, and those I actually have. I started building it and then realized I just wanted the pontoons to build a boat for the boat race, and then I got a second one through the lug support. So I actually have two sets of those with those boat hulls. Plus, I have two sets of the red racing hulls from the city. There was a city race boat years ago that had some really long pontoons on it with a boat in the middle. And so that's what some of the guys in Denver, Sean and Jeremy, were using on a couple of the early versions of their boats to really lessen the amount of weight and stuff. So my idea for a boat is probably going to be a little bit more interesting this time around, trying to have a little bit more. Probably use both my S bricks on it. Have some fun built into the boat for when it's in the water. So, not so much all about racing, but more about entertainment, I guess, would be what this boat would be all about. So, but we'll see. That's. I still haven't done anything with it yet, so it does still need to get built. So, thankfully, there is no Brick World till 2022, so I got plenty of time to play with that boat design. So, but Technic's always been in a lot of big builds too, where they've used it for strengthening stuff. It's a good, you know, obviously we saw it in a lot of the UCS Star Wars sets, the Falcon, and some of those definitely for stability and stuff like that. So definitely one of those things where that's what makes Technic really good, is it's going to be used for, you know, stabilizing a lot of the bigger creations you make. I actually ordered a bunch of Technic beams on the last lug bulk for my lug to kind of use for supports underneath the castle. I eventually need to get Hope Castle up and higher, to the point where it's being, you know, more of on like a rocky cliff or something. So. Not sure where everybody's at tonight. Might up going it alone. This will not go super long. Just be aware of that. So I'm tired on my own. So, which means I don't even know, even if I don't go super long, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do much crafting either. So might be something where I might have to go take a nap over on that nice red couch right over there. Yeah, see right there. I'll have to go take a nap over there. I've done that on occasion. I'll just go over and lay down. I think there were times when I actually would actually go over there and actually lay down and then sleep for like hours, wake up, and especially like Saturday night when Hoosier and them guys stream a long time too. It would always be wild because I'd wake back up and they'd be streaming. Okay, so here is this. Yeah. Well, I mean, I actually had to actually pull off and take a 15-minute nap today while I was, on my route because I just was driving on a highway at 65, 70 miles an hour and just kind of had to pull over and I had to take a nap. I just had to take like a 15-minute nap just to that was the hair. Just to reset myself and get myself ready for, a little bit farther into town. So it's always smart. I know on my old road trips to Chicago, I knew if I was ever, I think one of the ones I remembered was when I thought I saw a railroad bridge at like neck level, I was like, I think it's time to pull over and take a nap. Don't really want to decapitate myself, so I think I'm gonna take a nap. So yeah, it's always one of those things where there's always good times to stop, take a nap, and it's better to get to a place in one piece than it is to not get there at all. So definitely. Luckily, my drives are not that long anymore. So luckily now I only have a couple-hour drive to Chicago, which is nice. So, but doesn't mean I don't have those long drives to find deals either. So a couple of years I went hunting for good deals and stuff. That was fun. Found a couple here and there. Don't find a lot, but find a few here and there. Wow. Oh, yeah. Tired. Okay, so let's see. Where are we at here? Okay. Make sure I put my tile in the right place. Lots of little pieces left. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, that's why. Right? No. That must be. Gave me parts, but it didn't tell me where they went, which is always a interesting thing. Try not to nap on stream, though. There's been a few people who have. I'm not sure. I can't remember who were all the ones that have done it. I know I have. I think Brick5 may have done it. I think Dude Jude did it once or twice. So it happens. I work Fridays, and so I'm streaming at 7. If I sleep very well, I got a toe issue and a sore foot. So last night, it's just I didn't sleep super well, so I don't get lots of sleep. I think I crafted too long last night before I went to bed. So when I do that, I craft too long and whatnot, kind of hurts because then I end up because I got a reminder on my phone saying, "Hey, it's bedtime," but I don't go up to bed. I probably should, but I don't. So I don't know what this car is going to look like without all its striping, though. Might need the striping, so we'll see. We'll get down there and get to the end and see what it looks like. I mean, I did put it on the one. I guess I probably almost should, just because they're race cars per se. But I guess the goal is if they're in the city, you know. Nice cup. Where is it? I got my second one earlier in the week. So between my shoulder hurting, and then my foot hurting, my toe, I got a toe issue. I must have stubbed my big toe. And I've got what appears to be a nail growing behind the nail. So fun. I mean, obviously, since I did end up smashing my thumb, one of my thumbs once before, and when I did it actually at one point it turned black and blue or whatever, and in the end there was a nail growing behind it, and I ended up letting it go until it fell off, because in the end they say, yeah, just don't pull it off. So that's the only reason I'm thinking it's not too much to be concerned about, since I have done that before. And that's what it kind of looks like. It's just kind of at the base of the toe. You know, you get the toe, the base down here, like at the base of the finger, is kind of separated from the toe. So, but it looks like it's growing behind it. So, oh man, did I grab those out of my car? No, probably not. That's bad. I have to go out to my car at some point too. I think I left some fruits in there. I think I left some bananas. I sure as heck don't want, with the heat coming this weekend, I don't want to leave those out in the van. They will not make it through the weekend. I wonder if Lego will ever go back to doing more like chrome stuff again. And the pearl gold / metallic gold stuff isn't bad, but pearl gold stuff's pretty good. So, I mean, obviously, people would complain that the cars would probably get too expensive if it was chromed, you know, maybe from 20 up to 30. But I mean, I don't know, maybe it might be. Sometimes chrome stuff is worth it, you know. If you can use the parts elsewhere in other builds, generally that would probably be worth paying a little bit extra. At least in my mind, but maybe not in all minds. So, looks like this is going to be a Friday night short version tonight, maybe. Oh, yeah. No, because without even anybody on here, I can't even try to take a nap, you know? So we will see. Guess I should have thought about driving to the Lego store today to try to see if they had the Speed Champion stuff. Those have lots of white pieces. Hey, Blaze, how's it going, buddy? Got lots of white pieces, so if in the end I need to junk the car and do something else, I mean, I guess I have some good parts for that. Ooh, these are the parts I need. I need more of those. Definitely need more of these guys. Hey Brett, how's it going? I need the more of the 1x1s with the corner studs. I have to get some more of those at some point. How's Brett and everybody doing this evening? How is everybody doing? Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, we got some cool white curved bricks. We got the white 1x2 curve. Should be good for if you're building some kind of a round object. It says 6. There's 5. Of course, my brain is not working. Oh, there's 6. Wow, man, I don't know what is going on. I think I'm even trying to drink caffeine and still not helping. That's not good. Okay, so where are we at here? Okay, so this. Oh, I did that wrong. There we go. I was thinking I was doing something wrong. Okay. Let's see here. Almost looks like they did this. They did the backwards almost wrong. Is almost what it looks like. I don't know if there's any building I could do that'll wake me up. Don't think so. Well, maybe building some Chima ice bears maybe might, but let's see. So I'm just kind of building the card, and oh, that's not good. Broke my car, so I'm just working on this guy. Ice bears. I have 750 ready, raring to go troops, and then I have another. I gave away a few in the last auction stuff. I have probably anywhere between 40 to 50 still in poly bags. The Ice Bear mech, I have that. And what's funny is I still need to talk to Hailey to find out if she went back and found out if she saw any more of those poly bags in her area. She thought she had seen the Ice Bear mech at her Targets or something nearby where she lives. So I'll have to remember to ask her to see if she still sees those. Still $5. I mean, I'd take them. I'd buy them at $5 still. 4 or 5, whatever they're at. I mean, those might have been 4. Those might not have been 5. So I bought a bunch from one of the guys out in Colorado. We both went to a show out. We went to Brick Fair, New England, and we both were there. He was vending, and I was showing the castle. And during the like the swap meet or whatever, we bought each other's stuff. It's funny because his wife was like, "What? You guys travel halfway across the country just to buy each other's stuff?" Which we did. So. Yeah, it's. I mean, I got 750 ice bears, probably 100 or so saber-tooth tigers, probably I don't know 50 to 60 crocs. I still have some of the dimensioned croc kits still unopened, but yeah, I mean, where is this going? Oh, that sits on that. That's it. So, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's an army full of nice to have them, you know. There's a few. I mean, actually, there's been. I didn't sacrifice them. I sacrificed something else I'd gotten somewhere else for the sig figs that I had passed out. I mean, I got some stuff, some torsos and stuff, and I might actually still. I might already go to. I might go to version 2 even after only handing out a few out. I do kind of like. Some of. I like some of the old outfits from some of the other Chima characters, but. The badger head, and then I have the skunk head, but I think I have some lion heads or something that would work pretty good. That way, if you put hair on the guy, then I could look like a fleshy kind of guy, I guess. So, but in the end, I mean, obviously it was started out to be, an army to defend the castle, and over time, I just am getting more. I think I won money bowling, and I think when I did that, that was when everything kind of exploded for the most part. Probably started small. Actually, you know what? Yeah, when I won the bowling money, I ended up going to Bricklink, and that's where I bought a lot of the ice bears. The first lot was the first group of bears was. How many was it? 45. Let me look. 45 grab bags or 45 of the battle packs. Let's see. It should be on my picture. Yes. Let's see here. So, anybody who wants to know the ice bear. So, this was the first purchase of ice bear battle packs. That was the first purchase. So, that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 47 cases. But there were only 3 bears. I mean, if you think of a Star Wars kit, there's 4 guys. I mean, 47 of these at 4 guys would have been even bigger than 3. So 120 guys right there. So, but, I mean, and of course I worked for Lego at the time, and everybody might say, "Oh, you bought them all from the store." No, I literally drove around Denver and I bought 3 here and 3 there and 2 there and 3 there at the different Targets and Walmarts. I just went and bought a bunch at different stores, and because that was what I wasn't going to buy them all at the store and then have everybody hating my guts for buying up all the battle packs. I mean, I don't think Chima was that hot back then, anyways, but. But yeah, and then like I said, when I won the bowling money, I won $7,000. When I won $7,000, then it was like, well, okay, now it's time to ramp it up a little bit, and that's where I went and bought more That's where I made sure I ordered more clear plates for the picker brick wall. I'd make sure if I was ordering, I'm like, okay, I got lots more money to spend here. Let's see here. Let's order. Oh, look at that! I got clear plates on the list this week. Let's order 5 cases, knowing I'm going to buy, 7, 14, 21 cups of plates. I think it was 7 cups a box. So I bought at that point, I just ramped up the buying, and the castle kept getting bigger. So that's why, I tell kids, you start small. You can always get bigger. You can always drive your parents crazy once it gets super big, but if you start big and then have to get smaller, it's won't be quite as happy as starting small and going bigger. So, but because it wasn't very big to start with. You're talking a base plate. That's it. One base plate, 32 by 32. That's all the castle was when it started. $2X. I'm going to do this. This. So, still kind of building the car. Actually, I guess I'm not really in the build area. The instructions are in the build area. Not really seeing much tonight, unfortunately, guys. My bad. Let's see. How's this going here? This goes like... Okay, cool. That's, give a little bit of a spot to hold some stuff, I guess. Hey, that must be my trunk space for holding my 45 battle packs of Lego right there, right in that area. Well, we're getting closer. We're almost done. Wow. Pretty vague stuff here. What's going on here? Oh, that's why. Looking for a 1x4, but they didn't give me a 1x4. They gave me 2 1x2s. Oh, I did that wrong. Well, I don't know. I missed something. I missed a memo. Is there something going on this weekend that I should be aware of that's big and fancy? Because there's nobody here. Other than me, of course, but... I have to figure out, I might have to do a few stickers. Might have to give the car some headlights. I guess you don't want it to be like Lightning McQueen with no headlights, I guess. Well, that goes on the top of the windscreen here. That's weird. Well, I mean, Lumberjack and those guys were streaming earlier. I know, because I was in there for a little bit. Well, it looks like it is. Looks like it's done. So we are done. Oh. I think we'll just leave it without the hubcaps on it for now. Fortunately, the hood came printed, so I might have to put the stickers on it because I don't think it's look too bad without stickers, but it doesn't look freaking awesome, that's for sure. I'm guessing, let's see if we can get a driver in here. Looks pretty good. I don't think a little tougher of a car for anything with a helmet, anything with like a badge or something's gonna be a tough one to fit in there because of the headrest. I think on a couple of these, I dropped the headrest a little bit, took out a couple of bricks or plates to do that. Oh, I got one set done. Man, that might be it for the night. This is nuts. Oh, sorry guys, I might not be able to keep everything going. This is crazy. My bad. I'm sorry. Oh. But yeah, I don't know where everybody's at tonight. This is yeah. So if I did a car, I got a car built. I built the car the other night. I got a Falcon sitting over here too. The Falcons built the Falcon the other night, or finished the Falcon the other night. Should be a Lamborghini around somewhere too. He's sitting somewhere. Found some instructions, some little castle instructions. So yeah, well, yeah, I don't know where he went. Yeah, so I got a couple. I mean, like I said, I didn't put stickers in most of these. So the nice thing is I can always get a new one of these for the front, and then just go without anything on stickers. Same thing with these. I can get rid of this. But pretty cool. Might have to look at the parts listing on this guy to see if I can get some of those parts in purple. I don't know about these. Oh, Mr. Wagner. No, but there's nobody here. I mean, it's hard to stay awake when I'm just talking to myself. So, I mean, in the end, I'll probably just go an hour and then call it. I mean, I don't know. It's possible the other stream I came from is still going. Yeah, they're still going. That's the other thing too. So, except they only got one watching. So, yeah, I don't know. Don't know, but yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Like, it's been a long day. I mean, for me, it's just, tired. Oh, yeah, but I mean, obviously, it could be massive date night for everybody. I mean, Memorial Day weekend was last weekend, so everybody could be doing stuff this week. So, I am wearing one of Mr. Hinkle's shirts. But, oh, yeah. Driving back from Milwaukee. Oh, anything good down there? Should I look at the chat? Did you post anything? I know I saw something pop into someone's chat. It might have been banned, too, for WISLUG. No. Somebody talking about one of the big box sets. Yeah, I mean, I guess I was thinking of going to Milwaukee myself today to the store to see if they had some of the Speed Champion stuff. So in the end, it's one of those things where kind of been waiting for. I mean, obviously, Tasman Stream. There's people down under that have too busy to see inside the. I got done at a decent time. I probably could have gone over there. I was thinking about it. But, I mean, good thing I didn't because I was kind of tired anyway. So I had fallen asleep somewhere. So, down under wherever they're at. I think down in Australia they got the castle sets already. Creator. They had some of those. Sea of Blaze. Yeah. That's where I came from before mine. They started an hour before me. So. They've been going for just under 2 hours, so. So I mean that's where Willie's at, I'm sure, because he was on there. So it's one of those things where, well, like I mean, you and I are both about pieces too, Kevin. I mean, the Pickerick wall, if it isn't really awesome to drive an hour and a half just to maybe see if there's, I probably would have called, hey, do you guys have the Speed Champion sets? Can you put a couple on hold, but. In the end, I mean, it's still, I mean, to me, I mean, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to try and do it like maybe on a Saturday, like tomorrow, and hit Milwaukee and go to Chicago and hit all the stores and see what they got. I mean, obviously it's a lot of driving, but, if they got something I want, I mean, it'd be worth it. But you're right. There's not a lot. There's a few plans up in here I'm working on. The one plan I don't need any parts because I got a million Western logs to do that one. So the other one I might have to hunt. I'm going to build in one of the Madison architecture buildings that no longer exists. That was a staple in the Madison area when I was a kid, and it helped me know where I was. Certain parts of town, it no longer exists. The office building was leveled to build an apartment complex. I think I'm gonna build that. So see ya, Kevin. So in the end, it's one of those things where I might end up building that. So, but that might be a fun one to build. So it's not a normal shape, so it'll be kind of interesting. So we'll see. That might be the one project I'm going to probably look at parts on to see. I think I have some parts to do it, but I mean, I probably have a lot because I mean, I think it was a lot of windows on it. So I mean, I could probably do it. There's just certain to get the shape. I mean, you need some hinge plates. But we'll see. So other than that, I mean, that's kind of all. I mean, plus, like I said, I got to build a boat for Brick World next year. So, I mean, it's springtime. It's a good time to build something and then be able to test it in the pond waters, lake waters around. So, maybe get me to get out and kayak, get this sucker into shape. So, other than that, that's pretty much it going on for me. Nothing else. No women on the horizon. I think the only one I really like is still seeing somebody. So for me, it's the Lego collection is going to be my wife, my lover, my mistress, I guess. Obviously, lover might be a little tough because, So, but definitely gets a lot of the time and stuff. So I mean, they probably should maybe build the new walls for another ring around the castle. Or work on part of the collab for Brick World next year. So let's see. We'll have to see. Not sure if any of the sets out there that are coming really would help with any of the collabs. I think I got everything I need to do that. I think for the most part, I just got to build. Just got to get motivated to get out to storage and do some building. So otherwise, the castle right down here is the one that will be in Green Bay again in about a month. So that it'll go as that configuration most likely. Could build the Clover a little taller. I think I have a base over there. I probably could build a couple more of those. So that's probably what will eventually happen is building more of those. So but yeah, just definitely look for a bunch of episodes coming up middle of June when I'm off on vacation. I'll be doing a bunch of stuff, doing some cloth stuff, whatnot, maybe do some crafting. So I'm going to go ahead and call the episode this week, guys. Hope we'll have more guests next week. Maybe a little bit more exciting, but I can't. I'm having a hard time staying awake. So, but thanks everybody for whoever stopped in. Thanks for all the people that were stopped and joined the chat. Definitely keep an eye out for this. I might end up trying to come up with a website too just so I can have a place I can send people who, if they have won door prizes and have contacted me. So that'll be on the next agenda. So everybody have a great night. We'll see everybody. We'll see you next week. Obviously, for this weekend, still Saturday Night Lego tomorrow night. Definitely join Hoosier, Hailey, and the rest of the bunch tomorrow night. And then, of course, Hauling and Balling on Sunday afternoon and Pink Bucket Nation Sunday evening. So everybody have a great night, and we will talk to everybody later.